Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to Charmed Insights. I'm so glad you're here. Before I dive into the cards, I want to share, as always, what I'm picking up for you. So, Capricorn, there's a feeling of almost there, feeling like you've been in a long season of building something and maybe waiting. And now something is beginning to stir beneath the surface for you, if that resonates. So there's some sort of momentum picking up, but it's not without some sort of test that you've been experiencing. So you're being asked to stay grounded in what really matters and not get distracted by the noise or pressures around you. And what's showing up is this push to trust yourself even when things feel uncertain, especially when it comes to decisions about your future or stability, some sort of long-term goals here. So Capricorn, it's okay to pause and reevaluate what's really worth your energy. So that is what I'm picking up for you, but I did pull some cards and you got the Seven of Pentacles, the Tower card, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, then the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So let's start with the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about reflection here, some sort of patience and evaluating the result of the hard work that you've been putting into something. So it feels like you've been putting it all together, and it feels like you've been putting a lot into something, maybe your time, maybe even into your finances here, and now you're pushing to ask, is this still in alignment with where you want to go? And then right after that, you've got this Tower here, so there may be something that is sudden, some sort of change. This could have already happened or it is going to happen. But this is something unexpected that shook things up for you or made you question what feels secure to you. But really, don't panic here. Really, this Tower often clears things out of your way so that foundation can be rebuilt, or anything that's outdated so that things can be stronger for you, because whatever it wasn't working. And then you have this Eight of Wands, and this is bringing in some sort of speed and momentum, as you can see by the wands that are flying in the air. So even if you're in this moment of uncertainty, things are shifting quickly. So this was a quick switch up here for you. So there's something with communication, and communication may be coming in, or you're about to receive something, some clarity that's some sort of help for you, something to help move things forward. And then you have this Eight of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles showing up together, which is really beautiful here. This is really about building something lasting. So putting in the work here and then showing up consistently. And you know that something is going to pay off for some of you Capricorn. So you might be thinking about some sort of long-term stability or career here. With some of you, it's this family and legacy and what truly feels like success for you. So those are beautiful cards together. And then with this Three of Wands, there's this energy expansion here. So this expansion of seeing what's possible and looking ahead towards something bigger. As you could see, this person standing there looking out. So something that you're looking towards that. This could be the future, but the Four of Cups next to it is really, this is an ask. Something about a check-in. Are you missing what's being offered to you because you're still focused on what didn't work out? So with the Three of Wands. Some of you might be looking in the future, but some of you could be standing there contemplating about the past and just not moving forward or accepting something that is new coming in. Something you could be afraid of, not accepting something new because it feels unfamiliar, I guess is what I'm picking up. So Capricorn, I'd love to go a little bit deeper into the people or energy around you and what might be influencing your path right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple clarifying cards for you and see what's coming out. Just a quick shuffle here. Okay. For the Capricorns, what do they need to know and what do they need to see? The first card you got is the Six of Air. And then you got the Knight of Water. The next card that came out is the Knight of Earth. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Earth. Okay. Let's see. So the Six of Air, the Knight of Water, and then the Knight of Earth. So with the Six of Air, this tells me that you are truly moving on from something. So maybe something emotionally or mentally here. As you can see, this card is talking about some relief or hope here, but this card often shows up as a transition into some sort of calmer waters. So if there's been tension, confusion, or some sort of conflict recently for you, you're being guided out of that storm. And you might still be processing, but the hardest part is behind you, Capricorn. And then you have the Knight of Water, and there's some sort of emotion rising to the surface here. So someone could be expressing their feelings, or you might feel more sensitive and connected to your heart this week. And for some of you, this could even point to some sort of romantic gesture and maybe some sort of connection to somebody. But overall, it feels like you're being invited to lead with some sort of compassion here. And then you have the Knight of Earth, and this is really balancing all that, all those things together. So it's showing me your steady side here, and the part of you that's really loyal and thoughtful and not rushing into anything. So you're building carefully, I guess, and that's really exactly what you want right now. And so this is a combination that says, yes, feel your feelings, but stay grounded as you move forward, is what I'm seeing. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Earth, and this really ties the message all together. So you're at the start of something new and maybe learning a new skill here. For some of you with a project or opening yourself up to different kinds of relationships. So it's this fresh energy, but it's really practical here. So it's saying, take it slow and stay curious and be willing to grow. I'm going to go ahead and pull a few final message cards for you. They're just little notes from your higher self or your guides or whatever you connect with. But I have these love oracle cards, and then I have this deck, Talking to Heaven. So let's see what's coming out for you with these love oracle cards. Just pull a couple. Capricorn. What do they need to know and what do they need to see? Oh, you've got addiction. So it says codependent, obsession, possession, excuse me, controlling, has a block, and then resent, restraint, I think is what that says. Let me pull another card. That may resonate with some of you, but let's see. Ascending, transcending obstacles, leaning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Let me look closer at these. Let me get these lined up a little bit better. So addiction. Just don't want to fit. And then ascending. So with this addiction card, this doesn't have to mean substance or some sort of behavior. This can be about codependent patterns, really. So something that feels stuck here, and maybe some sort of controlling dynamic that you're either experiencing or healing from. And for some of you, it might be releasing some old wounds or releasing that attachment that's really not healthy anymore. And that's the awareness with regard to the growth that you're on. And then that second card you got here, Ascending, this is really powerful because Capricorn, it's about moving through those blocks and healing and stepping into a new phase. And that's what I was picking up on. So it is transcending some sort of obstacle or even learning. And this is about expansion and union. So for those of you who've been doing the work, whether it's in love or in self-love, it's really about rising above it. And so you're preparing for a new kind of connection here, one that feels more balanced or more expansive and more true to who you are now. So for the final message, I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple cards from the Message from Heaven deck now and see what's coming out for you, Capricorn. Let's see what messages you need to know and see right now, Capricorn. Okay, 2 cards came out. I am so much better now. I watch over you every day. Those are beautiful cards. I am so much better now. I watch over you every day. Okay. So this feels like a message from someone who's crossed over, and they're letting you know they've found peace here with this I am so much better now, and they want you to feel peace too. So if you've been holding on to any grief or guilt or wondering how they're doing, this is your love confirmation here. And then the second card is I watch over you every day. So know that you are not alone if you've been feeling alone, and you're being supported here. And even in these quiet or uncertain moments that you're feeling, your guides are near and they're proud of how far you've come. That is what I'm picking up for you, Capricorn. So you're really moving toward a greater emotional stability, maybe deeper love. So for you, I think it's really about trusting that your efforts are building something lasting. So I do want to thank you so much for being here with me. And I hope this reading did resonate with you. And Capricorn, until next time, be kind to yourself, stay grounded, and trust your journey.